so I'm just gonna put the result. And SPX is up 1-0. Okay, so we're gonna have SPX as the teal Terran at the bottom right location, and his opponent is gonna be Djem5 as the yellow Protoss at the 12 o'clock location. Now, I do have to say that I believe that Russians, because I think both Djem5 and SPX are Russians, if I recall correctly, and they do practice between themselves quite, in a way, like a little bit like the Polish group. I think that they do play together quite often. So I wouldn't be surprised if they knew a lot of these maps, basically from just these, you know, practices, from having fun, things like these. But the thing that I really wonder about this map is, if as a Terran you go for something like a BBS, you usually say that it wouldn't like be completely shut down, because normally the Protoss can, well, they can scout it, then they can react to it properly. But on an inverse ramp map, if you put a bunker up there...
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and BBS definitely is good on a map like Jade, but on this map it's so common for the Protoss to go for a Zealot first, to try to punish your expansion, to mess with you, that, you know, do you really want to do it against a Zealot first Protoss? I think you'd probably prefer a Protoss who goes for Dragoon first. Okay. When you're BBSing. Yeah, so that's one variable against going BBS in this map.
The thing that I was thinking about is that even if you do get the Zealot, if you bring 2 SCVs, then 2 SCVs on the ramp plus whatever, you know, Marines you can actually fathom. I mean, it's still
doable. It is. It's definitely doable.
Okay. However, SPX seems to be playing really standard. He's not really doing the wall on the natural. So it seems like he's going to be going for a very standard style. And
there are multiple ways of expanding and beating the other Zealot and then the other ramp.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he has a different way of doing it. But the way I always did it, and the way I've seen other players do it, who are successful on this map, is with the wall off and the early bunker and the siege expand. But we'll see what he has in mind here. If he indeed knows how to play this map. We don't know if he does. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, the thing I also kind of always wonder, because this is something that I found really interesting. Some Terrans prefer to delay the second depot and go for a factory really fast, and other players go for the second depot first, and that's kind of curious to me, because they seem like very similar things. Like the time is not that big of a deal, but for some strange reason, I think mostly Koreans go for the factory before the second depot. I'm not sure if I'm getting that right.
You should definitely not delay your factory for any reason. You gotta get fast. But you know, getting the second depot, if you cut SCVs and if you had good SCV macro early, does not actually delay your factory. You can get the factory at under gas.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so we got
3 Marines
2 Zealots
and
for gems, and we got a good ghetto bunker here, good Sim City. So he's not going to take any damage from this, but the problem here, potential problem,
taking the expansion.
Exactly, he's going to have Dragoons at the top, but we don't have a 2 yet, and we have 2 Zealots instead of 1. So he might be up here.
Oh.
And he's going for a Vulture first, wisely. That is good, because we do have 2 Zealots, like I said, so going for the Vulture first definitely is the best choice here.
Yeah, and actually that Zealot, the good thing is that it didn't take any hull damage, only the shield.
And it got an SCV, so... Oh no, it didn't. It didn't get anything.
No, but very smart from... Wait, I also thought that an SCV died.
Did a probe? Did he attack his own SCV?
No, you know what?
Oh, and there we see the bunker diagram, so he knows.
Okay, and he's also using the SCV at least for a little bit.
He's scouting the 2 gate. For the sneaky need SCV, that's very good. He's you know, getting the bunker.
Very nice for SPX.
So far so good for SPX.
Yeah.
The map has not, you know, come back to haunt him. In this case.
Okay, so the bunker is up, but unfortunately the army is actually going for the other way. And if the army jumps on the Marines,
yeah,
then the bunker is only going to have 2 Marines in it, which means you can run through past it.
Alright, they're gonna jump on the army now.
Oh.
And he's gonna react. 1 Marine goes down before he reacts. And 2 go down, and he's gonna try to run back to the base.
Okay, at least he's gonna save
a maneuver from Gems here.
Yeah, but he still saves most of the Marines, so it's not that bad.
This is not a good maneuver, though. I don't know what he's doing.
No,
I'll take on the bunker with 3 units.
And both Zealots. Oh, that's bad. I mean, at least you want to keep 1 alive, I believe, because then you can maybe go in and get a... Oh, what the hell with the Dragoon? Oh, because he's microing to try to...
Oh my god, that's why, because there's the Vulture.
The Vulture, yeah!
Hitting 4 probes, and it was busy microing against that, so...
Oh...
SPX with the ninja unit sneaking out.
And now a tank is gonna kill the Dragoon? Oh,
yeah,
this is going...
Is he gonna get another Dragoon?
Oh my god. This is going so
Yes,
badly for Djem. Oh.
It is. So, SPX has a couple of good options here. He could go for a 4 or 5 factor all-in with the advantage he has. He could take a base fast with the advantage he has, and it looks like he's gonna do that, because he's getting the engineering base, so it looks like he's just gonna expand. But that's good, you know.
I would say he has more than just a couple. I mean, at this point, especially when this happens to me, when I as a Protoss lose my early like 1 Dragoon, and then this was 2 Dragoons and 2 Zealots, I'm starting to panic because they can go for something really strong. And unless you're constantly pumping units and you actually have to like slow down some of your tech or whatever, you might die.
Just attack, yeah. But
so
if you do make those units and he expands, you're dead too. So that's
exactly
the problem of being behind in PvT.
Yeah, and at the same time, you do need at least the observer. So it's like really tricky to play in this situation. I do know that a lot of Protosses who have very good game sense don't have that big of a problem with that. They kind of tend to understand how the matchup evolves, but it's still tricky. You can get caught off.
I'll take that. Well, right now we have Terran ahead on food by a little bit, which is okay, basically even, but that's not what you want. But you want to be ahead as the Protoss.
Well, it's still very early, so you could still be relatively even now, and then split a little bit more later. But I mean, we both agree that Djem is behind.
Well, I think that SPX is squandering his lead a little bit by going for both turrets and combat station. You don't need to get both; you get one or the other. If you get both, that's kind of a waste of money because you don't need both. You only need one.
Yeah, that makes sense. And he's also getting the armory. That's weird because, I mean, I would usually say that if you get the armory, then get the com set and maybe get 1 turret only.
Yeah, it's armory plus com set or turrets.
Yeah,
you don't get all 3, you know, or one plus armory. Basically, you don't get all 3.
Oh, interestingly though, Djem5, I was for a second thinking, what will he do? He's adding 2 more gates, getting the Citadel, so it seems like he's going to be trying to go for 2-base Arbiter.
2-base Arbiter seems like an option here, yeah. A lot of Russians do it on this map. They like to go 2-base Arbiter on this map.
I have to say that although in the past I always favored the early thirds, because I thought, get more economy, basically get more head. But I did find out that going for the early Arbiter is actually very powerful. I didn't expect that to be that way, but it does give you a lot of options, and at the same time you can get that third just a little bit later.
It's kind of fallen out of favor recently, but this map is very good for it. So if you're gonna do it today in 2016, this is definitely the map to do it. So we got some weird. Okay, we got a push. By the way, we should comment on that versus only Dragoons. This is pretty dangerous. We have no shuttle, no zealots, only goons here, versus a bunch of tanks and vultures and marines.
This could be GG.
What is gonna come out to micro? Oh, he's gonna run into Dragoons.
But yeah, but the vultures.
There we go. Vultures come in. Good.
Exactly.
All right. He's gonna waste 1 without dropping any mines. That's bad. Gonna drop all 3 mines before you lose your vulture.
I do think that
we got more vultures coming in here.
Yeah, especially with the speed of the vultures, they can just get in your face in a second, and the shields do take full damage from vultures, so that's still pretty good.
So we got a 2-base versus 2-base situation here while Terran prepares to take the fur. So very good push for Terran here.
And the arbiters are not out because still the tech is not finished. At the same time, SPX is pushing, so basically it's pushing pre-arbiter timing.
Yeah, exactly. Which is good against 2-base arbiter because the Protoss has put a lot of money into nothing right now. It's building a bunker. If this is a hard contain, I like it a lot. If he's gonna keep building stuff here.
Oh, but he should be pushing slightly all the time, right? Because otherwise, once the arbiter, if you do, can't just wait. Whoa.
Well, you can definitely hard contain a guy with arbiters. Just take a third and then have some units in your main and the rest at the front. Because you have more units than him because you're ahead.
Yeah.
Right now it's actually 94 food to 66. And this contain isn't going anywhere. He could push in for the win, which he probably should, you know.
I think especially after so many units died for the Protoss, you should at least send, I don't know, a scout to see what is left. Because...
But the reason he's not doing... Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying, but the reason he's not doing that is because he's got all these mines, and he doesn't want to go over the mines, and he also doesn't want to kill all the mines. He doesn't want to waste all the mines he laid down. So that's why he's just going to take the pylons out instead. I
don't mean like push with the army, just send one unit forward to see what's left here, because if he actually saw what's left, then most likely he would unsiege everything and just push and win.
But he could have done it a while ago. It's a bit too late for that now.
Yeah, okay.
But he's taking out the pylons at least, and that is very good.
Yeah, supply blocking definitely perfect. And if the arbiter is not started by the time that the...
We have a drop. At the same time, very nice.
Yeah, it's good, but it might be taxing SPX a little bit too much. I don't think so, because he does have the contain, and so far it's working really well.
It's really nice, because there's no shuttle. Right now, the shuttle died. So he's just gonna sit up here and dominate. He's got third base too.
Oh, actually bringing some more units, I really like that actually. If you put enough units there, then the shuttle won't do anything because you don't have any space to drop.
You're taking up all of the space, hogging all of the space. So it's 3 base Terran versus what is about to be a 1 base Protoss.
And who is now starting the first Arbiter, but he still needs to get recall to even get out of there.
And we have a vessel at the same time as the Arbiter, by the way. So.
Well, yeah, but that's, I mean, even considering if the game even goes that long, what I'm trying to say is...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad for him right now, and even if the game goes on, Terran's still ahead. More bases, vessels to match the orders.
Now he sends an SCV to scout the front.
Got a vulture drop in the main, but it's getting cornered between the buildings. So.
A vulture drop in the main at this point feels a little bit overkill.
Oh, and we got the tanks overextending here.
Ooh.
I don't agree with this. We're losing the tanks to a bunch of DTs, and that's gonna... It's gonna spell the end for the container. I don't know why he felt like he had to go in like that.
Yeah, but it's still 1 base Protoss. I mean...
It is, still, you know, he had a container. Like, why
I understand. There's no point to actually try to I don't know, end the game if you know that you're winning. You just solidify the situation, but...
I mean, if you're gonna go for the killing blow, you gotta do it properly. You gotta have all your units there. You gotta be ready. But that was just kind of like a half-assed.
And at the same time, the mines actually did like blow up the tanks and everything. So yeah, there was a lot of things going wrong. Okay, so the Arbiter is going to be killing the tanks that are actually on the cliff.
Slowly, yeah. It's gonna
that's going to take some time. And we have 3 bases for the Terran that is now starting to defend the position really well with this science vessel kind of in the location pretty much to deny a possible recall. More factories. We have
upgrades on the way.
We have a 1 base 7 gateway position right now for Djem5. Ugh.
Yeah, he's gonna hope for a recall, but like at this point, Terran can just spread his units out, 33% at each base, and just be safe that way against recalls.
And the worst part about the recall is the Terran can actually say like, well, I don't care, I'm just going to attack you anyway and win. Or he can say, okay, I am going to take some damage, I'm going to kill the recall, and I know that you can't rebuild anything. So
so absorb the recall and counterattack.
Yeah, whichever decision he makes, as long as he doesn't like have, let's say, half of his army here, half there, and loses half to basically killing nothing. Unless something like that happens, there's pretty much no way that Djem5 can take this game.
Yeah, SPX should not lose this game. He's taking a 4th. But he should have more machine shops. He's on 1 machine shop only. He should be on 2 right now.
Actually, yeah, that's bad.
Especially since he's about to take... The reason he's on 1 is that he's going for the tech and the upgrades of 2 gas only. Which means he can't support 2 machine shops. But he's getting a 3rd gas now, so... He should get some more tanks.
Well, Djem5 did retake his natural. And I would guess that... Okay, he's taking another base. Yeah, because if he doesn't take another base now, he loses 100%. He just won't have enough income to even fight against SPX army. SPX is still like sitting around, so just pretty much as the game before, he did allow it maybe to go too long, to the point where Djem5 had a fighting chance. Like, he was still ahead constantly, but he gave him a fighting chance.
Yeah, but this game, you know, he wasted his army, so it's not really the same in this game, because this game is more understandable, I think. Because he did lose those tanks with that blunder.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want the game to spiral out of control, so instead of attacking and getting, you know, counter recalls, he's just gonna sit in the base and be ready for the recall.
Yeah.
Because he wants to keep the game simple, wants to keep it under control, slow paced, so he can use his advantage and not, you know, lose to something crazy.
And he does have an extremely good map control. He knows everything. Most of the bases he has under control. He knows if anything is building there or not. He doesn't have too much maybe of a minefield in the center, which I guess it's not that important right now because of how the game went, but yeah, it's just another thing that he could... But he has an incredible position all over around his bases, like turrets, mines...
Goliaths, vessels, yeah, he's ready for the recall. But, well, I mean, he's got a 4th base now, but no SCVs on it yet.
You know what?
He has a low number of SCVs, actually.
I think that what...
More.
I was thinking, I think that SPX wants Djem5 to commit to a recall, and as soon as he deals with a recall, he pushes and wins.
Yeah, but it looks like Djem5 is just going to try to expand a lot.
Yeah, I think he's not going to take the bait.
SPX is being very macro inefficient here. Doesn't have a lot of SCVs. Okay, there we go. We've got some SCVs in the 4th now, so that's okay.
Okay.
Alright, it's okay. Good enough.
Yeah, he's got 65 SCVs, so that's kind of about pretty much perfect, I think. Maybe expanding a little bit too much, because he won't be able to saturate so many bases.
Oh, I definitely think that, you know, the more bases the better, up to a ridiculously impractical point. I mean, this is not StarCraft 2, this is... Basically, if you have more than 1 SCV per mineral, then you're losing money, so as long as you can have 1 per mineral, then keep expanding.
Yeah.
If you can defend it.
See, for example, look at what XPX is doing now. He's now starting with the Vulture harassment. That's something really weird for me, because they're... I mean, Djem5 is probably going to deal with this relatively well. I know that you want eventually to replace many of those Vultures, if you can, with some Goliaths. But at the same time, this does allow Djem5 to get back into the game, if it actually gets to that long.
Yeah, SPX has definitely allowed Djem5 kind of back into the game, because they're even on supply now. And he's just kind of expanding and sitting back, and he didn't use his advantage.
Yeah, and both Arbiters...
He was ahead on food at the point.
I mean, both Arbiters, look at them, 200 energy each. That's 4 stasis.
Yeah, it is. And these vessels are probably just going to sit there and defend against recalls, so it's probably not going to use them in the battle.
Leaving also a lot of army like back. There's 4 or 5 something like that Goliaths in the main. We do see 65 SCVs. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's really not. I don't know. It's too slow.
He's not. Yeah, he's just kind of sitting back and chilling. Yeah. He's floating on money too, but here we go. This base is threatened. I don't like his expansion pattern. He should take his pocket natural expansion.
No.
I guess it was hidden expansion. So.
One Arbiter falls. Oh, another one.
Another one's gonna go down.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay. Now that I understand. You go over with a few Goliaths, you snipe 2 Arbiters. Definitely nice.
Very good.
Yeah. I mean...
But by now, I want to see the max up push, you know? He should be maxed now, and he should be pushing and killing the opponent.
And he's only at
Instead, he's floating a lot.
Yeah, and has 172 supply, which is not...
With 1,000 gas and 2,500 minerals.
It's 19 minutes into the game. He had a lot of time where there was pretty much nothing happening. Yeah, it does feel really weird.
Yeah, he should be maxed for sure, and he shouldn't be killing his opponent by now.
Yeah.
But I think he kind of got like a little bit flustered by the lack of space in his game, because he doesn't seem to have good architecture for the map.
No, but yeah, it could be.
But he needs to like just add factories as mineral only or whatever, like anywhere he can. Add more factories and pump more units. Anyway, he's attacking now.
Yeah.
It's not maxed, but Protoss isn't maxed either, so...
Yeah, and two Arbiters died before. There's only 1 with 1 stasis, so... Oh, no, 2.
Yep. Oh, and a lot of Zealots being wasted.
Yep.
So SPX should be going for the final push now.
I think he's gonna go for that 5th or 4th. I think he's just gonna go for the 4th and be probably happy with it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does that. But Or maybe even better, just go for the army.
Yeah, just keep chasing the army while sending a few units to the base.
Oh yeah.
That's what you do when you're ahead.
And 3-2 upgrades are finished. Ooh. Okay.
There's so many tanks. Every time they siege up, Protoss just has to run.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, to be honest, we have right now, wait, that's 3 arbiters, and I think 1, 2, 3, almost 4 stasis again.
Yeah, but it's max Terran versus 162 Protoss.
Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna be difficult as hell. You really need some of the best stasises to have it, even a fighting chance. Oh, is it gonna be? No. Okay, 1 EMP.
No. Yeah.
1 stasis, 2 stasis.
Very late stasis build.
Yeah. And the bottom
At least
arbiter
not-
is not even doing anything. It has 200 energy. It's not doing anything.
Yeah, and SPX take that battle decisively. So
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, like, I know it's the last game in the tournament, but I don't know, I'm getting fantasy GG vibes.
No, but I will have to say though that army control from Djem5 really looked poor, especially the arbiter.
Yep.
The one that had 200 energy.
Yeah, the idle
Oh.
order, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I concur.
Maybe he might be tired or something like that. You know, there's a lot of things that might be going through his head. Maybe he was just like saying, "Ugh, I'm gonna lose this anyway, so whatever." I don't know, but I'm surprised because he had actually a lot of time to set up the stasis.
Personally, I think that he's stressed out because he's about to be eliminated and
That could be.
he's got, like, that's what I would be in this situation anyway. So I think that. Oh! Triple EMP. I mean, not that it matters because he's so far ahead with so much more money, Terran, but still.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
You gotta give credit where it's due, you know, you gotta call it like you see it.
Oh, I gotta say though that even though SPX, and I'm surprised, I have to say, I thought that Djem was gonna take this.
I actually thought that SPX was gonna take it.
Oh, okay. No, when I looked at both these players, I saw a lot of PVTs from Djem, and I thought he was relatively solid. So, but yeah, pretty nice from SPX. And actually, that's pretty good because we do need some Terrans in the in the tournament.
Yeah, we do in the foreign scene in general. You know, we need some Terrans.
Yeah.
We need non-Zergs and especially Terrans. That's what we need.
I do have to say that from Terrans, like, how many do we really have? Because I think we have Marwin, we have Koget is still very good. We have Gargoyle used to be really good,
Oh, Gargoyle, yeah.
but I don't see him often. Like, he's not one of the players that you see.
But
and
we don't really have a Terran on the level of like Shiki or Trudage, you know?
No.
Like, I mean, all our best players are Zergs.
Yeah, and there are a lot of good Protoss players that can challenge them without any doubt.
Not quite as good, you know. The Zergs
Yeah.
are the best one.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I would say that although there are a lot of Protosses that can take games from Trudach and Eon Zerg, maybe
And
Ziggy
even sets sometimes.
Sorry?
Best of 3, best of 5. And even sets sometimes, like a best of 3.
Yeah,
best
yeah, of
5.
course. But it's but you usually, if you had to bet
They're
money,
the underdog.
you would probably say that I'm gonna bet, for the Zergs.
Yeah. Because they are the underdog, yeah. And our Terrans are even more underdog than the
Yeah.
Zergs.
But yeah, SPX so nice from SPX, I gotta say.
But anyway, it looks like Djem is wishing SPX good luck in the tournament.
Yep. Okay, so that's gonna be game number 2 of this set, and that puts SPX up to, he wins 2-0.
Yep.
And he's gonna go to the round of 16.
If he wins one ore, he's top 8, and that's when you get the money.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's gunning for it. Like, probably everybody is. Okay, so
Yeah,
let's get what we have next. Oh, okay. So, just a second, guys. I'm gonna get the next game.
Brudor has this kind of like Fight Club feel, like you know, fist fights in dark basements for fistfuls of money. That's the feeling I'm getting here.
You know,
It's more like a Fight Club or fighting game feel.
I have to say that when I'm people at work know that I stream things like these, and they ask me about that. They actually say, "But how is this? How?" Because when they see this old like non like no graphics, but just images moving. They're like, what is that? It's very difficult for me to explain what I'm actually doing. Okay, so the next game is going to be True Touch versus Castro.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
yeah, so we're going to be having a ZVZ. Now, the thing that I really want to see is how True Touch is going to be playing this, because I'm 100% certain a lot of Zorgs are going to be looking for this to know how to catch him. You know,
right.
There's a lot of people who believe that True Touch might be one of the favorites, so it's a good thing to know how he plays.
He is one of the favorites to win the game, if not the favorite.
Yeah.
To win, I mean, the tournament, not the game. Sorry. Yeah, I mean this game too, but anyway, we've got True Touch at the top as the red.